Lou Dobbs has been the voice of CNN for years. He was there at the founding of the network and was a major part of their financial reporting.
We'll tell you what's happening on Wall Street and why.
He's since branched out into the wilds of right-wing radio and even cross-promotes his radio show on CNN. Dobbs acknowledged the role he serves.
Do you think you're a journalist?
Absolutely.
But
I may be an advocacy journalist, but I'm a journalist.
But what he's been advocating on CNN has been a series of racially charged conspiracy theories.
Lou Dobbs has done more to slander Latin people in this country than any other single human being.
He claims he's simply an advocate for border security and legal immigration. But from the idea of a Mexican takeover of the American Southwest to the North American Union to, we kid you not, a wave of leprosy spread by immigrants.
Leprosy in this country.
Incredible.
No theory has been too ludicrous or too incendiary for Lou Dobbs.
Some Mexican Americans have formed a group to see states like New Mexico and California be turned over to Mexico. It's the Reconquista movement.
Aztlan, the portion of the southwest United States they claim rightfully belongs to Mexico.
Coming up next, a plan that would do away with border restrictions and create a North American Union.
North American Union.
A North American Union with Canada and Mexico. You haven't heard about that?
But it's not just conspiracies. When reporting on illegal immigration, facts are often secondary to his advocacy, and he only errs in one direction: to make immigrants appear more violent and more of a burden than they really are.
A town in Pennsylvania that's been overrun with illegal aliens, overwhelmed by criminal illegal aliens. Criminal illegal aliens are sent across the border, deported, and are returning and then murdering police officers. The U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, which is effectively an organization that is interested in the export of American capital and production to Mexico, and Mexico's export of drugs and illegal aliens to the United States. This is crazy stuff.
For a typical fan of Lou Dobbs, the truth would be shocking. Immigrants are not the marauding hordes Dobbs makes them out to be. There's no evidence they're any more violent than U.S.-born citizens. They pay much in taxes and receive little in social services. And when called on his show's false reporting on a supposed wave of leprosy, he refused to even admit a glaring error.
Now, we went to try and check that number, 7,000. We can't, just so you know.
But I can tell you this. If we reported it, it's a fact.
You can't tell me that. You did.
Well, no, I just did.
And his most recent obsession is no different.
We've been reporting on the accusations widespread on the internet that President Obama wasn't actually born in the United States, and therefore some believe he's not eligible to be president.
He continues to harp on the long-settled issue of President Obama's birth certificate.
New developments tonight in the controversy over the president's birth certificate. There are those who claim that he was born dumb in a different country. All the president of the United States has to do is produce a birth certificate. We have a document issue. You suppose he's No, I won't even use the word undocumented. Wouldn't be right.
As with immigration, he claims moderation, saying he believes the president is a citizen, all the while raising questions about the president's birth certificate.
I don't know what the reality is. No one does.
In both issues, immigration and the birther conspiracy theory, Dobbs is helping to sell fear, and he's been doing it from his cable news platform.
And I wonder whether there's an aspect here of not documentation, but pigmentation.
Lou Dobbs has been trading in these right-wing, baseless conspiracies for years.
This is a way of trying to create fear of the other, fear of a black president.
This is hate-mongering and fear-mongering, and this is racist. That's what's underneath this.
He's given credibility to an actual hate group, the Council of Conservative Citizens, by running their misinformation on his show.
You're co-branding yourself and CNN with a white supremacist nationalist hate group.
He's become something of a hero to right-wing fringe groups like the John Birch Society, and he has repeatedly hosted members of the Minuteman Project.
Jim Gilchrist, co-founder of the Minuteman Project.
Here again, Mr. Independent, Lou Dobbs.
He's decided to completely shed his self-anointed image as Mr. Independent.
I'm moving from being an independent, sir, to being absolutely opposed to any policy you could conceive of.
And Mr. Independent has a suspicious habit of repeating certain conservative smears of various progressives.
Fascist liberal voices, what some are calling a socialist agenda, Obama administration's socialist agenda, disturbingly similar to what we witnessed in Italy in the 1930s, that it's not funny.
Actual advocacy journalism is not what Lou Dobbs practices anymore. What he traffics in now are racially charged conspiracy theories and hateful incendiary rhetoric. Take action at DropDobbs.com.